Hi there, my name's Jason Williams, and in this video, it's a continuation of you obviously maintenance on this old 80, but it's to do with the windscreen wipers. So I'm going to attempt something. I'll show you very quickly. I did the windscreen wiper motor. Yes, it worked better, but it wasn't quite right. So, you know, are these too stiff? Anyway, somebody reached out to me, had watched my video and told me about some channel in India, and it was in a different language and a few things, and he told me what they did within reason, and so I'm going to figure it out. I'm just going to get into this, open it up and try to get the mechanisms all working really well, have the way they're supposed to, and see how it goes. And I'll let you know a little bit more at the end of the video as to who that person was, as long as it works. Alright, so I'm going to get straight into this, and yeah, let's make this happen. Alright, so first things first, I'll undo these, the windscreen wipers. Easy said and done. Because I'm sure it hasn't been that long since I had them off for whatever reason. There we go. Alright, and with a little thumb screwdriver, bonnet up, I should be able to undo all these at the front. I better look through my screwdrivers, see if I can make one of those, a screwdriver to actually do that. Alright, so I found a crappy old screwdriver. Phillips, might not be quite the right size, but this should do the job. And I'll see if I can makeshift a tool. It might just shear, and I need a hammer for that. I should probably heat it up and bend it, but it's a crummy old screwdriver I never use, so who cares? Yep, and it broke. That's what I'll be doing that one. Oh, and I just realised something. And then I realised, after breaking that, I had, you know, I've got some really small bits. I've got a little screwdriver tech piece, short one, and this little 1/4" socket with a little 1/8 drive. And this should do the trick. Yep. Doing the trick nicely. Should be able to lift this up and pull forward. And it should pull out from under the lip of the seal. Got that side. And that side. And out she comes. All right. Yep, should be able to take that off and close the bonnet. Won't shut it down completely, but That should give me enough room. I'll have to change the camera angle for this because I should be able to pull these plastic grates out enough to drop them off and get them out. And I'll have to remove the windscreen wiper later. Alright, first I've got to pull these little doodads out. However they come out, just like that. Huh. Not much to that, was there? Nice to know there's no rust anywhere. That's good. And can I reach that one? Yeah, I can. Maybe. Yep. Alright, with these, what I can see is one of these little bolts is actually already broken, so this has been done once before. And if I grab this lever and rock it, oh, that moves incredibly easy. So it's clearly not that. Damn. I was hoping to be a little bit stiff, and it's very light. I'm still gonna take it apart and see if that's what it is. So I'll do that. I'm gonna undo these. Them in the little tub. See if I can get this out. Yep, easy. Guess give them all a good clean up. See if I can't make it spin easier. Alright, looking at these, yeah, they are kind of dry. They definitely need some new grease in there. Probably all of them, now that I'm playing with them, like, oh, actually that is quite stiff, isn't it? And so I'm going to need to give all of them a bit of a lube. How I'm going to lube some of these up. It's going to be a bit interesting. Try to expose that little snap ring again. Yep, I have. There we go. Got that one off without deforming the shape of it. That's cool. So take that off. The retaining washer. Put them up. No two ways about it. They are dry. That can't be good. Can't be good. Anti-seize. Man, these are only like cast aluminium. It's sort of, you feel like if you drop them, they're just going to go smash. Oh, that one's nice, and that's heaps better, that one. That worked quite well. Back on there. Now the snap ring, which is not deformed this time, yay! Wonder how easy or hard this one will be to get on. But at that point I'll use the O-ring pick to seat it in. Yeah. Yep, that bit went in. Heard it clip, and there it is. What do you know? Alright, that's those two bits done. Doesn't feel that much. I mean, it's a little bit better than what it was, sure, but now I've got to somehow, I've got to have a play with these and get some grease into these, make them a bit freer. Alright, so I got a bit confused, like not confused, but I was getting a bit stuck on this, so I checked that YouTube channel, 80 Series Pakistan, and they didn't disassemble any of it, like disassemble these parts. And I thought, well, I will. So I did. I've reassembled, and they are so dry. What I'm going to do is I've got some grease, and I'm going to re-grease it and then assemble it so that it goes together well greased, because I see that as being quite an issue, so I shall re-grease this. I guess not too much, I suppose. I mean, bit of grease. It certainly had none in there, but it's going to have a lot now. And what happened is this fits through there, and this snaps over the end of the ball. This little plastic clip snaps over the end of the ball with that all the way through, and then to make sure that ball retains, it clips back into the metal collar, well, sort of the metal bracket that it's sitting in. I'm gonna have to, I don't know what, I'll give it a bit of a help with the pliers, see if that works. Technically, be able to give that a whack, and that should work, right? Yes, and that should do it. It was very dry. Won't hit that too hard, otherwise I'll break it. Alright, because I disassembled the other one off camera. what I will do is show you how I did this other one. How I did the first one, sorry. And that was, oops, this one's a little bit different. Not much, but basically in here, don't hit too. Oh, what I did with the other, I mean, because it showed them clean, but mine's fairly clean anyway, because I keep my car in quite a clean condition. So what I'll do is see if I can't get in there. See, once it's just fold over constantly, don't you? Something to set it up like that. Make sure it's in the right spot on the camera roughly. And hopefully I don't wreck. Oops, that's about it. And see, it's separated, so as it wants to come off, it wants to pull the whole thing through, lifting up, which is okay. Oops, oh damn it, that broke. I guess being that old, that's gonna happen, isn't it? Bummer. With that broken, I'm not sure I'll be able to save this one. I will give it my best though. Oh, it is. Some of it came out with it, some of it didn't. And once again, that is really dry. That can't be good. So what I'll do, once again, chuck a little bit of grease on there and put it back through and put this cap back on. Now I've just got to, this one's going to be a bit tricky being that it's broken, because can I save it is the question. Right, so if we look at it this way, that end is lubed, that end is lubed, that one is done, that one is kind of done. It's not seating in very well, but I feel like it will hold. I feel like it will. Maybe not. Now if I can pull that off with my fingers, that's no good. Use some pointing nose pliers, I reckon, for that. Oops. try some other pliers that I've actually bent for another purpose many years ago when I was young. It might just come in to use for what I had this. I bent this one a long time ago when I was young for doing something with the lifters, an old push rod engine. I can't remember what it was I was doing. Well, that certainly got it much closer, if not good enough. So if that's all lubed, that one I'm really struggling with. But this one, that's, you know, it's fairly stiff. Not sure how to separate that. A little, you know, I don't want to. Normally, you know, you could bend these on a bit of an angle, and they would normally pop out like joints similar to this, but this one doesn't seem to. All right, so a bit off camera because the battery's gone flat. I assembled that. It's a little bit bent, this one, where I've put it together. I'm a bit worried about that, but hey. And as I was playing with it, this bit popped off, which is awesome. And so all I've got to do is put a bit more grease on a few places. It's definitely the right spot, yep. Yeah, put the rest of the grease in where I think it's got to go. It was very dry. Maybe I've over-greased it. What it would be like a little bit stiff to start with. I'll have to cycle it for a while without the wiper blades on, just to make sure it reseats. So now I can install this back in the car. Alright, back in this way, going back, basically back how it was. Sliding this in here, all the way down there. And then back up. I'll grab these little bolts just to assemble this back together, if my hand will work. That's not right. Did I put that the wrong way around? I did. Look at you. Miles out. There was 3 in this side, this end. There was supposed to be 3 in the other, but one snapped off. And I was going to take it out, but it is fully jammed into it, so I'm not even going to bother. and look at which way. Oop, that's why that one's the wrong way. Yep. And that there is supposed to how that's supposed to go that way. There. And I've got this little rattle gun here to do these up, but these are going into cast aluminium, so I've got to be incredibly careful. Oops, plenty more than tight enough. It's more than good enough. Okay, it is so much freer than what it was. Next step now is to install, I guess I might as well drop the plastic leaf guards in. They're both exactly the same, I think. Yep, look the same. Maybe. Ah, no, they are not. There's a particular way they go. Which way does it go? That way, I reckon. Yep. That works. Done. All right. Reassemble the electric motor. And this is a little bit difficult. This is going to slide and clip in here. Well, it's not actually that hard, is it? No. That's in. Going to push in there. Got to reline these things up, and that's actually really simple. I thought that was going to be a bit of a fight, but apparently not. Plug the wiper back in, and I guess it's time to test it without the wiper blades on. Alright, with it testing, it's working. It was really stiff to start with, like it didn't want to turn, but then as I've left it on, just rotating, it seems to be getting better. You know, I should, that's on speed number 1, I will go to speed number 2 and see if that's because it wouldn't even turn in speed number 2 when I first did it. It seems to be, but it's still quite stiff. And so what I'll do is, leaving it on number 2, I'll come around and I'll check for any hot spots at the motor, see if there's, if anything's getting warm, which will tell me that there's a restriction in a connection. The only one is maybe here where the earth connects. Doesn't seem to be though. Maybe I'll just leave it go for a while. I can hear it slow. So I'm going to leave this for a few minutes, being that I'm hooked up to the solar up the side of the car, like so the solar panel's putting energy in. I don't have to worry about running the engine at this point. And I should see how much power is going in here. What? Oh yeah, I see. So we've separated. Whoop, that made it run quicker. Cool, so I'm gonna let that run for a while and see if it frees up and gets easier. Well, it's a lot better, but I reckon I'm gonna have to put a new motor on anyway. I guess I better wrap this up. Well, that was a bit of a rigmarole. I mean, yes, it's better. Everything's getting, like, it is better, but it's not good enough. It looks like I'm going to have to buy a new electric motor, and that sucks because they're a bit hard to find and track down. I guess I'll just, bide my time and find one. Alright, cheers. Thank you very much for watching, and I will aspire to see you in the next one. Cheers.